The sweet sounds of lawn mowing season coming to an end. Mrgrrr is on his lunch break. Lunchtime. Is it wise leaving a lawnmower running? Well, there's a little bit of gas left in the tank, and I want that to be gone before I'm done with mowing the lawn for the winter. Now, it didn't take me long to eat my lunch. It was one bite and done. So I'm going to spend my lunch break today walking to the park, hoisting the marigold colors high on my castle, and picking up some garbage, trying to make the world a little bit better place. Not eating much today. Got a lot in my mind and a lot in my heart. All good stuff. This is my favorite Mrgrrr flag because it is the color of my son Gabriel. I would not say Gabriel is my favorite person, but he's the person I think that needs my help the most in the world. So that means I focus a lot of attention on him. I believe a husband's duty is first to the wife. I mean, the wife puts all in. Her whole life is for the kids. So that's a pretty amazing and selfless sacrifice to make. So the husband, well, the husband needs to have the back of the wife so she can do that. That's a hard thing to do alone. But when I say the words, and I do a lot of times, Gabriel comes to mind. So I'm going to hang the colors high on my castle and pick up garbage. And I'm not going to leave this flag for the trolls. You know, I have Dollars to Donuts. It says that if I use my other cell phone as a flashlight and looked around inside of that porta potty, there might be a Mrgrrr blouse floating inside of that chemical soup to make the porta potty not so stinky. And that's okay. Trolls are gonna trolls. But no, trolls are not touching the Gabriel flag. Or if they do, well, there's gonna be a conversation had. Because Mrgrrr loves his boy something fierce. Now, sometimes Mrgrrr, the garbage man, needs to make executive decisions about what's garbage and what's not. So, as I'm walking around the park looking for garbage, you know what? Mrgrrr is going to practice his dribbling skills. Because I think somebody is going to get some use out of this ball besides Mrgrrr and have some fun. So, we're going to park this here at Mrgrrr's castle. There we go. This is kind of where I put the stuff like, hey, are you sure you want to throw this away? Call that Mrgrrr's treasury. Now, I have a lot on my mind with regards to my wife and my boys today, so I'm going to do some thinking out loud as I walk around my park and pick up garbage. Gabriel had a really bad day the other day. We were at the slide on Saturday, and well, he struck someone earlier in the week, so when that happens, he kind of loses the glorious privilege of going to Mama Noodles for all you can eat crab rangoons. And I tried to explain that to Gabriel, and I didn't do a very good job because I used an absolute. I told him no Mama Noodles this week. And that was a mistake because in a very concrete mind, no Mama Noodles, well, that's like a death sentence, man. That's like the gas chamber. So Mrgrrr needs to choose his wording a little bit better. We try to avoid triggers with kids. I don't see my old teal blouse in the garbage, but yeah, so I need to make sure that when I have to tell Gabriel the word no, I do it in a sense that, hey, it's not for everybody. We're just, we just got to wait longer because of the way things are in the world. So when I told him no at the pool, he started striking me right there in the swimming pool, giving me a beat down. And I got him to the locker room, and thank goodness it was empty, because he just went Bruce Lee, fists of fury on me in that locker room. I just tried to get him to sit down on the bench and calm his body, and he was having nothing of it because, sadly to say, father like son, I think Gabriel likes to hit. Now, I don't think there's any video ever made where Mrgrrr has hit another person. I don't expect there to ever be such a video. Mrgrrr is a lot of things. And one of the things he's really, really good at is hitting people and hitting things. And I really don't want Gabriel to inherit that trait. And I really don't want Garrison to inherit that trait either. One of the things that my wife and I talked about today is what's going to happen if Gabriel has an aggressive episode and he just poleaxes my darling wife, knocks her down, beats her bloody. What kind of effect is that going to have on my son, who is becoming a man quicker than I anticipated, to say the least? Like, Garrison has those subtle ways of communicating to poke and prod and test and annoy and set and test boundaries. Gabriel will never have that. When Gabriel's upset, fists of fury. So I hope that Garrison can realize that when Gabriel communicates with aggression, it's not the best case scenario, but it's not the worst case scenario either, because keeping that stuff inside is no bueno. We just need to find healthier outlets for Gabriel and Garrison too, to deal with that anger that comes with growing into a man. Gabriel, God bless him, has a lot of reasons in life to be angry. He can't talk, he can't communicate, and he's surrounded by frickin' idiots. Especially yours truly, Mrgrrr. I walk around the park picking up garbage for fun. Gabriel, well, he might say, Mrgrrr, you are an idiot.